if you can finish a project quickly, you can get paid like $100 an hour. Is your rent taking up your whole paycheck? Is your job sucking the last bit of peace out of your soul? Is your routine so boring that watching grass grow would be even better? Then this video's for you. Let's figure out some ways to make money so you can get out on the road as a nomad. I've seen many videos about how to make money on the road as a nomad. So in this video, I'm going to give you a few that are tried and true, a few you may not have heard of, and ones that I would actually use or try. I'm also going to share the way I make money living on the road full time and how you can look for these jobs even on the road. First, you know I'm big on using the resources you already have. So if you haven't checked out of your apartment already, one great way to make money is to just sublease your apartment or put it up on Airbnb to make some additional money. So that's something that will pay for your rent automatically. With the way that the world is right now, a lot of apartment owners are just looking to keep people in the apartments and people that have a good history of paying their bills. So they might allow you to sublease to someone else. There's also a website called neighbor.com where you can rent out your parking spaces and you can use part of your apartment or house as storage for someone else. So if someone has stuff they don't want to put in a traditional storage space or want to spend that money on storage, you can rent out a room in your house and they'll pay you for that. All right, I know many people have already talked about Uber Eats, Postmates, DoorDash, even Instacart and Shipt. Those are all delivery services, which is great to do, especially if you live in a smaller vehicle. If you live in a van or something that takes up a lot of gas, then maybe it's not the most economical, but I think it still can make money doing those things. But there is one service that I really never heard of that I found when I was doing some research, and it's called Roadie. Now this is a delivery service, but you deliver other things. So for example, on their website, it talks about if somebody has lost luggage at the airport, you can go to the airport, pick up their luggage and drive it to them and you get paid for that. So if you're the type of nomad that's in bigger cities, this might be a great service for you to join in on, especially if you like driving. Now, before I get into more nitty-gritty of the jobs that will make you money, one way that is actually overlooked is to be more frugal and save money, spend less. This will allow you to get on the road and just get started and stay on the road longer. There's something to be said for discipline, and you have a little bit of savings, then this is a great way to go about it. If you don't have savings and you still have your job, start planning now. It doesn't take much if you just start cutting back on a lot of things. People always talk about making money, but they don't really want to talk about saving money or being disciplined. But one of the traits that I have that I really feel blessed to have is I'm a very frugal person. I'm really good with money. I've always been good with money and I'm always looking for good deals and I'm pretty good at it. So it's allowed me to not make a lot of money in life, but to be able to do almost everything that I want. I feel like the weather doesn't love me. Every time I try to do a video, I'm either in some kind of rain, storm, wind. Now bear with me because you're probably like, you haven't told us any ways to make any real money. I just want to tell you one other thing before I get on to those. If you just want to travel and you don't really care about living in a vehicle, one way to see a lot of different places and to get a lot of cool cuddles is to join up on services like Petsitter.com. There's a few other ones which I'll post up here where you apply and you can go to different people's houses for certain lengths of time. Sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's months, and you care for people's pets. Now there's different requirements. Some people have more than one pet. Some people just want you to walk their dogs, whatever. You can go to places like a beach or a lake where you typically have to pay a lot to stay in a hotel, and you get to watch pets if that's something you're really into. You're not going to make money, but it's a great way to get yourself into a situation that you might want to be in a different environment and see some things. Okay, these next ones are going to be really good. And you know what else is really good? If you become part of the Snack Pack, all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Throw a like on this video and keep watching to the end. I'm saving the best ones for last. Get ready to screenshot because the next one is the typical remote work. This is a great way to make money on the road. There's a lot of people that offer remote work, especially after the last couple years that we've had where people have been isolated and locked down. And a lot of companies have realized people can do all kinds of things from their own home. I'm gonna put up a list right now, screenshot these companies. One thing that I've done in the past that got me a job that I was there for 11 years is just to apply to companies of services I already use. So the last company I worked for, I used their website services, and when I saw that they had an opening, I said, I'm already a loyal customer. I already know how to use your services because I'm using them every day. And I got hired part-time. Eventually that went full-time. And 11 years later, I was still there. So think about some of the companies that you already use, check on their job boards. And if you're an expert in that particular service or product, let them know. You can also use a service like Fiverr to put up your skills. Usually you'll be able to put up some kind of service for like $5 or $10, but then they have tiers. So you can say you'll get the super basic thing for $5 or $10, other thing for like $30, this other thing for like $120. If you have a lot of expertise and a lot of people aren't doing that service, you can get paid for that. If you can finish a project quickly, you can get paid like $100 an hour. Now, on that note, you're going to have a strong internet connection if you're going to be on the road. And some companies want you to have a wired setup, so that's not going to be ideal. But if you can find a remote company that allows you to work off of Wi-Fi, those will be the jobs that you should gravitate towards. One way to get some high quality seasonal jobs is by going to the big tent at the Quartzsite RV show in Quartzsite, Arizona. It's once a year in January. Next year, it's going to be January 21st through the 29th. And there's a huge tent. It's called the Big Tent. And there's lots of companies that are hiring for seasonal work. A lot of them are paying really well, and they cater to nomads. I talk more about that and some other options on my other channel, Noble Nomads. Me and my co-hosts, Tim and Drew, talked extensively about a lot of other ways to make money that's not included in this video. Whew. Why am I so out of shape? It's not even a big hill. All right, well, we talk about a lot of other ways to make money on the road that I'm not including in this particular video, but one of them is going to the big tent. Now, the way that I make money on the road is full-time on YouTube as a content creator. If you are comfortable filming yourself and always have your camera out anyways, YouTube is a great way to make money on the road. However, I say this as a giant disclaimer, YouTube and content creation is a full-time job. It's not difficult, but it's not easy. You work a lot, you edit a lot, you film a lot, and you always have to think about new ideas. So if you think it's going to be a way to make really quick money, it's definitely not. You need to start out by having 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. It's a lot of watching. But once you hit that, you can monetize your channel. And the way you get paid is through Google Ads. You know, little ads that play like the 5 seconds before a video. Any ad that's in that video, you get little pennies from those ads. The more people that watch, that's how you get paid. You can also get paid through affiliate marketing, which is where you refer people to buy certain products or services. And you can also get sponsorship deals, which those usually come when you have more subscribers. It can be a full-time business because you can sell merch and courses and memberships and all sorts of things, but it does take time and a lot of dedication. I personally love it because it gives me a lot of freedom to work when I want to, but I definitely do work. Whew. Whoa, check this out. It just reinforces why I love being a nomad. You just see unexpected things. Hold please. It's just like a random gorge with red rocks and a nice little river just flowing in the middle of this little town. Gorgeous. All right, this one's a little bit unusual, but there's a website called Rent a Friend. I actually signed up for it and I got a few hits. I put up there like $25 an hour where I would walk around with people or take them around this certain city that they're going to be in and just tell them about the place, tell them about certain unique things about the area, and you're basically just their friend for the day. They can sign up for as many hours as they want. Even though I never linked up with anybody because I just wasn't in the area at the same time, I think it's a fun way to meet people and you get paid for just walking around talking about an area that you already know a lot about. There are so many other ways to make money, but this one is my favorite and something I've been thinking about doing for myself. When this wind stops, I'll tell you. Okay, the final thing is not for everybody, but it is a cool way to make money. Okay, what I want you to do is grab a paper and a pencil, and I want you to write down all the skills that you have. Even if you think it's something basic or dumb, just write down everything that you're good at. And then what you can do with that is you can go on to Airbnb.com, and they have something called Airbnb Experiences. Now, this only works if you're gonna be in an area for a decent amount of time. Like if you're gonna be in one area for about a month, this is probably a better way to go. So what you can do is you sign up and you can offer these experiences to travelers. So people are traveling all over the world, and if you know how to teach people how to trail ride with their bikes, Pilates on the beach, art in the park, a cooking class, or even if you just know a lot about an area and you can do walking tours, this is a great way to make money because it's fun, it's something you know how to do, and it's something you enjoy, and you can charge whatever you want for these experiences. Airbnb takes 20% of the proceeds, but they advertise for you. So when somebody's looking for an Airbnb or looking for something to do in a certain area, you're going to be on the list for that particular city or region. Like for example, a unique thing that I feel I could offer is set up an hour where I would follow around a tourist and film them and take pictures of them for the day. It eases them up from having to think about that, and it gives them something to post on their social medias, especially if they're a creator. That's something that I would maybe even pay for from somebody for my channel. I bet people would pay for that on their vacations as well. There are so many other ways to make money on the road that I haven't covered here. So if you have something that's worked for you, or you know somebody that's done something unique or original to make money on the road, drop it in the comments for the rest of the snack pack. And I hope to see you out here living the nomadic dream. and ways that I would actually that have a forest. No, not a forest. I said I'm already. Ugh. If you are comfortable filming yourself and always have your camera out, rent. Or dumb, or but they're the ones that take, like for example, you could set up a 1 hour, you could set up a time, especially like a week or two,